News 46 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
And welcome back. Let's find out what's happening in our courts with Eunette Gentry.
In this week's court report, Joel Lowell Young, the parent man arrested and charged with lewdness with a child under 16 years of age, remains on an active $10,000 cash bail after being taken into custody for reportedly grabbing a juvenile girl as she was walking down Mountain Falls Parkway. During what was scheduled as Young's pretrial hearing, an attorney in this case advised an offer has been extended and he received a request for discovery. The state requested pretrial be continued for 30 to 45 days in an attempt to resolve this case, and if not, the state will be requesting a preliminary hearing at that time. So the court continued these matters to December 10th. At issue, the 14-year-old victim says the suspect, Young, grabbed her breasts. The juvenile told police that while she was walking to her friend's house, an older man matching the description of Young came up from behind her, walked in front of her, and turned around to face her and said, "Those are big," referring to her breasts. He then grabbed both at the same time with both hands and then proceeded to ask her how old she was. The girl says she jumped back as if to protest and said no. According to police, while on that walk, the young girl was nearing her friend who witnessed the incident. However, Young denies touching the 14-year-old. He told police that he passed by a girl, got in front of her and said, "Those are big, how old are you?" To which the juvenile replied, 14. Joel admits he then said, "Those are massive." William Barter, the parent man arrested after a disturbance at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park involving a disorderly intoxicated male who was hitting juveniles, is now in custody serving 6 months consecutive to an additional 101-day sentence in another case. During Barter's last court proceeding, the state briefed the record pursuant to global negotiations. The defendant stipulates to revocation and imposition of balance of the 6-month suspended jail sentence. As of court day, Barter has 79 days credit for time served. Barter's public defender, attorney Carl Jarger, concurred. The defendant was screened as to his understanding and acceptance of the negotiations. Barter stated that he understood and was in agreement. The court imposed the 6-month jail sentence and gave the defendant credit for 79 days served. Then Barter was remanded to the custody of the Nye County Sheriff's Office. According to the declaration of arrest, when officers arrived at the park, 5 juveniles described a heavy-set, tall man wearing a gray button-down shirt and jean shorts who was with an adult female. The juveniles stated the man drove over to them, yelled at one of the 13-year-old boys, asking him if he wanted to see the female's breasts. Witnesses say the suspect also yelled other obscenities. Investigators say the man then grabbed a boy by the shoulders and pushed him up against a wall. A second 13-year-old boy attempted to intervene, but the man pushed him away and slapped him when he tried to get close. A third boy then called police. Barter admitted to getting fired from his job, which made him fall off the wagon and start drinking again. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Thanks so much, Eunette. Well, here's Angela Miles with your Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Goldman Sachs is under pressure. That stock dropped the most in 7 years. The big fall happened after a report the finance minister of Malaysia demanded a full refund of fees paid in a failed investment fund. Goldman already faces significant fines from the U.S. Department of Justice for that scheme. Facebook also lost a chunk of money on Monday. The stock fell the most since 2017. Word surfaced mid-session that the Facebook website was down briefly. Mobile users were not affected. And some sad news to report for comic book superhero fans. Stan Lee, the mastermind behind Spider-Man, The Avengers, and Black Panther, along with a number of other Disney hits, has passed away. He was 95. Disney wisely purchased Marvel for $4 billion back in 2009.
Thanks, Angela. And in your professional bull riders report, thanks to Judge Margaret Whitaker, Kayiki Pacheco went 2 for 5 inside T-Mobile Arena and was crowned the 2018 World Champion. He won the $1 million bonus, taking home more than $1.5 million. Sweet Pro's Bruiser won the World Champion Bull title, and his owner received $100,000. This was Bruiser's 3rd consecutive win. The 2019 PBR season will begin in January in New York City.
New York City?
Get a rope. We need to get paid for that.
I know, we should. I was telling you, I should have went into bull riding.
I know, so much fun. But animal rights, we have to be mindful. Yeah.
Exactly.
All
And
right.
or just own a bull, I guess.
That's true.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back with more local news.